Welcome to the Circle of Grace One. I'm your host, Chief Principal Teacher and Founder, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. And of course, the Circle of Grace One was founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence. It gave birth to its very own spiritual and metaphysical institute on February the 7th, 2009, and just so yesterday was the 7th of February 2012, so it became 3 years old. Well, I'm the host, Chief Principal Teacher, and founder of both Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to come here on my YouTube channel for the Circle of Grace One's channel right here and give you a very short universal decree, which is entitled Awaken, Embrace, and Attune to My Highest Good. Now, this came to me in 2010, but I'm sharing it again right here. Now, I wanted to broadcast this morning on Ustream.tv, but wasn't able to get there this morning. We had some other things that came in, and so as I had promised, whenever I've had any technical issues on that particular website or any place else, or this today was a little bit more confusion with my equipment, but there was an opportunity to get everything straightened out, and right here putting the information up that you would have seen on Ustream this morning. Now you can come here whenever you want to www.youtube.com/circle of grace with the number one at the end. So this is an opportunity to come to the Circle of Grace One and still get these wonderful spiritual metaphysical teachings. So today, this kind of starts, even though it's a decree, it is a prayer involved, an affirmative prayer on the inside of it, and an affirmation on the inside of it at the same time. But I want you to capture this so it sets up an energy where it's almost like a movie to you, a vision. Let's put it that way, a vision. And the vision is, this is a universal decree. What is a decree? A decree is a spiritual authoritative statement of expectancy. That means when you speak it, you expect what you speak to come true for you. Now, why would it come true? Because it already is true. It doesn't have to come true. It already is true. And it resides at the deepest part of your consciousness, within your heart center, which is the seat of your soul. The seat of your soul. So, here we start, like a prayer. Now, you're going to hear me use the word me or my or I individually, and that's really you. Through divine power and by divine grace, may I awaken and reawaken to the unconditionality of my true self, which is the higher self, as the God self I am. So in this very moment, according to the will and infinite power of divine grace upon my life, as I am to unfold, align, and attune to my divine nature in action here and now. So what does this say? This says this, that you already are absorbing, you already are planting and seeding this into your consciousness. You already accept this truth. It says through divine power, the divine power of the all, as we say, the all, the mighty, the glory, the one, the divine Father and Mother of the universe, and by divine grace, not just a favor. Many people say, favor upon me. Everybody has favor upon them. Whether you are a powerful person or not, divine favor favors you anyway. It's a part of you. May I awaken. You're asked to be what? Awakened. You're asking to wake up. Take responsibility to awaken out of your sleep. And reawaken, meaning you might be already awake, but awaken again to the unconditionality, meaning there's no strings attached, no limitations of my true self, of understanding that you have a true self. And the truth about yourself is that you are the higher self. You are the God self I am. So in this very moment, right now, according to what? The will and the infinite power of divine grace. The will of divine grace, the power of divine grace. We're talking about just another way of saying the consciousness of God is upon my life as I am. Meaning the I am is already upon you. It's already embedded in all of your cellular memory. So here now you can unfold, you can blossom, you can align, you can step in and be in line with it. You can attune yourself, like tuning your car. You can tune toward that which you're aligning yourself to. My divine nature in action, your own DNA, is already activated inside of you, here and now. It says, may all obstacles, divisions, hindrances, and delays be dissolved right here and now. In other words, no more limitations. You don't have to take that into your consciousness. It says, may I stand tall in the seas of divinity. Imagine yourself walking along a beach and you decide right on the shore to walk into the water. Why? So that the seas can be around you, yet you're standing in them, but you're above them at the same time. Regain longevity of my consciousness. To regain longevity of your consciousness. Why? So you can retain information, so you can remember. Perfect, a greater and more infinite wholeness. This is what you're retaining, a perfect, a greater and more infinite wholeness. That means you're already whole, but you want to know that within here you are whole, meaning you are complete. As I walk through and into the doors of my destiny, and preordained by divine providence, meaning the Father, Mother, God of the universe, God is the divine source and the resource, and able to replicate you exactly as you desire to be, as you need to be, as it desires for you to be. You're an infinite thought. Always, always an infinite thought. You don't have to rely on anyone else but you. You are the door. You are the anchor. You are the gateway. You're even the veil. Your consciousness becomes the veil that's lifted. And may I continue to remember on all levels and across all realms. The word realm means to rearm, to give back. So if you're giving, you're receiving. Give back. It's coming back. Forgive. It's coming back. Give it for whoever and give it back. Receive it back. I affirm that I now remember that I am that I am. The word that is a bridge of identification. I am that. What do you want? I want that one. I want this one. I am this I am. You could say, I am this I am. This means I'm currently aware of it. In the past, I said, I am that I am. Now this, I am this as well. I am that and this. I am is God in me now. And that my divine nature is now being what? Released for my highest good. When you release something for your highest good, you're releasing not only for you, but for the highest good of all. That means everything in your environment must ascend with your consciousness. As your energy raises up. Now, as your energy raises up, let me interject this. You have to become transparent. As more light is coming within you, your inner being becomes more transparent. It gets lighter with energy. Doesn't get weighted down. It gets lighter with energy. So all beings can recognize you, can see you. You look at a bee, you see the external part of the bee, but you look beyond the image and you see the light moving through the bee. The bee sees you, but it sees the energy flowing through you. The dog and the cat, the bears and the wolves, cougars, all of them, the elephants, they all smell you before they see you. They hear you before they physically see you. So you're becoming and growing more transparent. As we move through the age of remembrance, in 2012, we have to be what? More transparent. So people can see and feel the degree of integrity that we have. And it's infinite and it's overflowing. They want to feel the unconditional love that you have. So you continue to flow with the light. I now affirm that my goodness as godliness is no longer hidden from me. When you're transparent, even you can see the light in you. So I hereby proclaim and affirm. When I say proclaim, that means to decree. I hereby decree and affirm that I am now ready to give myself permission to recognize. Are you ready to give yourself permission to recognize every moment as a perfect moment of being and expressing the divine spirit of divine grace, compassion, unconditional love, truth, and light. Are you ready to give yourself permission? No one has to give you permission. You give the permission to yourself. Why? Because you have the power. Racine Galileo said about Shah, you have the power inside of you. It lives with you daily. It's in communication, in touch with you daily. Remember, this is your time to awaken, embrace, and attune yourself to your highest good. Because when you do that, then you are able to do it in the highest good for all. There's no selfishness, there's no separation. You're doing it to uplift everything. Everything in your environment, your loved ones, your family, your friends, your business associates, your spiritual colleagues, everyone is being impacted by your beauty, by your harmony, by your increased love for yourself, your self-worth. So, if you'd like to be in touch with me, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey, simply email me at iam.circlegrace1@yahoo.com or bishopfrancis@circlegrace1.net. Or you can call my Skype number, 973-685-5978. That's my internet Skype number. Or you can call my other number, which is a New Mexico number, and Albuquerque local number, 505-717-4722. Or call my Circle Grace 1 mobile number, which is 908-878-2978. Thank you for tuning in to YouTube.com for the Circle Grace 1 channel. We're using this channel as a backup for our broadcast channel at Ustream in case we have any issues with tech problems there. Maybe it gets to be interrupted. You can always come here. You're going to see more capsulated format. This is Wednesday, February the 8th, 2012, and this was the show intended for the morning program for today. And I'll be back with an evening upload into the system right here for YouTube. So I want to make sure you're getting these teachings twice a day. There'll be things added on. And when I get more time, I'm going to also add on the program that I did for Sunday morning for the Circle of Grace One's ministry. Well, I'll see you next time right here. And also, if you're ever in the Albuquerque area, especially this Friday, February the 10th, I'm going to be at Whitehorse for their full chalice with other practitioners. I'll be giving spiritual tarot readings for 15 minutes just for $10. You'll find out more information by going to www.abqwhitehorse.com. It's located on 3420 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, and I will also be there with my very first official workshop on Tuesday, March the 20th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. just for $20. The Art and the Science of Pendulums right there at Whitehorse. So you can also contact me, iam.circlegrace1@yahoo.com. Call the Circle of Grace mobile number, 908-878-2978. This is Bishop Francis Revels-Bey. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Circle of Grace 1 as well as the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance. Until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we're alive and well in the age of remembrance.